Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Eye Contact classes. Please confirm the audio and video if you can see me and hear me. Also, please like the post so that more of your friends can attend this event. Okay, thank you, Ayush. Okay. So basically, today we are going to learn about some previous year sets, CAT previous year questions, and one of the set from our IM ABC module. Okay, so that you can understand the level of CAT and our level of CAT, the sets that we provide to students. Okay, so that you can merge all those concepts and you can understand about how to attempt those sets and what should be our method. Okay, so let's start with that. So for each question I am going to give you exactly 10 minutes to solve. Okay, at first exactly 10 minutes, then I will discuss it. Now for each set there is a you will see a slide which will have some directions part, some concepts, some theory, and in other slide there are questions. So I will share that those questions in this group itself. Okay, in this group, in this event, so you don't need to go anywhere. You can just go to this event and you will see all those questions, or I will show those questions also in this event so that you can go back and see those questions. Okay, so you don't need to ask again and again that where are all the questions and all that. Okay, so I'll do both of them. So I hope all of you are ready, right? So let's start. So this is one of the very popular set, okay, from CAT like 2008 or 2004 something. Okay, so let's try this set. Okay, and you have enough time to solve this. You will have 10 minutes. So we will discuss this at discussion at 6:15 p.m. Okay, so this is the set and these are the questions. Okay, so you can go back in the video, you can see the questions. Okay, or you can take the screenshot if you need it. Otherwise I'll be sharing this image in this event page also. Okay, good luck. Okay, so time's up. Let's discuss this set. So it says Coach June sat with scorecards of Indian players from 3 games in a one-day cricket tournament where the same set of players played for India and all the major batsmen got out. Now, it says John summarized the batting performance through 3 diagrams, one for each game. So this is for South Africa, this one is for Australia, and this one is for Pakistan. Okay, 3 games against 3 different countries, where KRSVY represent CAF, Rahul, Saurav, Virendra and Yuvraj respectively. Now the middle triangle in each diagram denotes the percentage of total score that was scored by the top 3 Indian scorer in that game. So basically in each triangle what we can say, against Pakistan Yuvraj made 40, CAF made 28 and Sehwag made 130, and out these 3, some of these 3 were 90% of total run scored by team. Okay. Similarly for Australia, Rahul, Saurav and Yuvraj scored total 80% of total team score in that match, and similarly for South Africa. No 2 players score the same number of runs in the same game. John also calculated 2 batting indices for each player based on his scores in the tournament. What are those batting indices? One is the R index. R index, what is R index? It's nothing but the difference between his highest and lowest score. R index is nothing but difference between highest score and lowest score of a player, okay, throughout 3 games. While M index is the middle number. So in all 3 matches, if we arrange players' scores in ascending order or descending order, then the middle number will be non-increasing order. Basically non-increasing order means it's like it will decrease, okay, or it can be equal. So middle number will be M index. This is the question. This is the set, and what are the question? Let's try to understand the question. It says among the players mentioned, who can have the lowest R index? So we need to find the R index for players. How many players among those listed definitely scored less than Yuvraj in the tournament? So we need to find total score of all the players, right? Total possible score of all the players. Which of the players had the best M index? So what we need M index for each player. How many Indian players is it possible to calculate the exact M index? Once again we need M index. So what do we need? We need possible total score of each player, then R index for each player and M index for each player. So we can draw a table like this. You can see this table. So I have taken Pakistan, South Africa, Australia against all of these players, Yuvraj and Virendra and CAF, Saurav and Rahul. Now against Pakistan, Yuvraj scored 40 and Virendra scored 130 and CAF scored 28, and similar for all of these. Now what we need to do here, we need to find R index, M index and total for all these players. But before that, what we need to do? We need to find this. How much is this? 130 plus 140 plus 28. It's 198, right? And 198 is 90% of total against Pakistan. Can we say total against Pakistan will be, if you find out this, so you can calculate, you will get 220. So total score is 220. Okay. Total score is 220 in this case. Now in case of South Africa, what's the total score? 51 plus 75 plus 49, 175, and 175 is 70%. 70% of team score against South Africa. So we can say team score against South Africa will be 250. 250 का 70% 175 होगा. So this is 250. Now in case of Australia, 87 plus 50 plus 52, 192. 192 is 80% of total. So 192 is equal to 80% of team score against Australia, means team score against Australia will be 240, right? So we got this 240. Now what we can say here, what we can say about scores of Saurav and Rahul against Pakistan. So you can see, taking all these three together, we already have 198, right? We already have 198. Can we say Saurav and Rahul must have scored less than 22, less than equal to 22? So score of Saurav will be 0 to 22 against Pakistan, and same for Rahul. Score of Saurav will be 0 to 22 against Pakistan, and Rahul, possible score of Rahul against Pakistan will also be from 0 to 22, okay? Because these three have already scored 198 out of 220. Now in case of South Africa, these three have scored 175. Now what's left? We are left with 75 score, right? But no one can get 75 because these are top three highest run scorer. So the highest run anyone can score after these three will be 48. Okay. Highest score anyone can score after these three will be 48. So it will be 0 to 48. Minimum it will be 0, maximum it will be 48. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now against Australia, out of 240, 192 is scored by Yuvraj plus Saurav plus Rahul. What's left? 48 is left. Once again, Virender and Kaf together will make 48. Then the total will be 240. Now tell me if you have any doubts till now. Let me know if you have any doubts till now. Then I will move forward. Okay. Shubham, some of these two will be 0 to 48, but it's possible that Virender got 0 and Kaf got 48. Virender got 1, Kaf got 47. Virender got 2, Kaf got 46. Some will be 48, okay, third highest, okay, some will be 48, but it's also possible that anyone could have gotten minimum 0 and maximum 48, okay. Why 49? It's 192. So why 49? Shruti, total score. This is 240. 240 minus 192 is 48. 240 is the total team score. 190 is the score scored by these three top players. What's left? 48 is scored by rest of the players. How could it be 49? Current 0 to 75, it's not possible because these three are the topper. Top three is 75, 51 and 49. So no other players could have gotten 49 or more than 49. Okay. These are top three players. It's given in triangle. It's given that these are top three. So anyone else would have scored lesser than 49. So minimum it's 0, maximum 48, okay. These are top three. No one is more than this. Okay, now let's check about Yuvraj R index. What is R index? So R index is basically the difference between maximum to minimum, right? What could be the minimum score by Yuvraj? It could be 0. So maximum R index will be 87. Maximum R index will be 87. What would be minimum R index? Think about this. Minimum R index, when minimum score will be highest. What could be minimum highest score? Can we say it's possible that against South Africa, Yuvraj could have scored anything more than or equal to 40 if it is 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, okay, 46. Abhimanyu, yes, it would be 27 to 48, okay. But we don't know about if it would have been 27 to 48 if there were only 5 players in a team, right? But it's not the case. There could be more players in the team. Okay, so that's why it will be 0 to 48. Now, so highest R index would be 87. Lowest R index, what would be the lowest R index? So what could be the highest minimum score? So it will be 40, right? So 87 minus 40, it will be 47. This will be R index for Yuvraj. Okay, highest minimum score by Yuvraj could be 40. Okay, in that case against South Africa, Yuvraj will score either 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. In all these cases, okay, in all these cases, this will be minimum. Now in case of Virender, so R index maximum would be 130 because the minimum score by Sehwag would be 0, okay. Now what could be highest minimum score? What could be highest minimum score by Sehwag? What we can say here? Highest minimum score by Sehwag. Can we say in both these cases it's possible that Sehwag scored 48, right? In both these cases Sehwag could have scored 48. So what we can say about that? 130 minus 48. How much? 130 minus, right, 130 minus 48 would be 82. Okay. R index is basically the difference between highest score and the lowest score. Okay. Highest score and lowest score. Think about this. R index is maximum minus minimum. Maximum is fixed in this case, 87. It's maximum 87. Now minimum क्या से क्या हो सकता है? सोचो, minimum can vary from 0 to 40. Minimum for Yuvraj can vary from 0 to 40. Okay. Okay, so 0 to 40 अगर ये वैरी करेगा तो ये कितना आएगा? 87 to 47. ओके, जैसे जैसे मिनिमम की वैल्यू बढ़ती जाएगी वैसे वैसे ये आ जाएगा. ठीक है, 47 to 87. ओके, इज इट क्लियर नाउ? नाउ we will do the same thing in each case. In case of CAF, highest score is 51, minimum score possible is 0, so highest R index will be 51. And what could be lowest score scored by CAF? Lowest score scored by CAF could be 28, right? Maximum of minimum score. So in this case, it's possible that it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In all these cases, it will be 51, 40, 50, 49, 48. जैसे से ये बढ़ता जाएगा, at one point, score could be 28, 28 and 51. In that case, the R index will be 23. So R index will vary for CAF from 23 to 51. Now, in case of Saurav, highest score is 75, lowest possible score is 0. Now, maximum score, maximum of minimum scored by Saurav, it will be 22, right? So 75 minus 22, it's 53. So R index for Saurav will be 53 to 75, okay? R index 0 कैसे हो सकता है? R index is the middle number. अगर 0 स्कोर किया है तो ऑर्डर क्या हो जाएगा? 0, 40, 87. व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस? इट्स 87 माइनस 0. 0 कैसे हो सकता है? ओके, नाउ इन केस ऑफ राहुल, हाईएस्ट आर इंडेक्स वुड बी 55 minus 0, which is 55. Lowest R index will be when this is maximum. So 55 minus 22, it would be 33. So this is the R index. Okay, this is the R index of all the players. Now, what about M index? What about M index? Think about this. M index for Yuvraj. M index for Yuvraj means the middle number. What would be the middle number? So in case of South Africa, if Yuvraj have scored 0, then it would be 0, it would be 40, middle number will be 40. If Yuvraj have scored 1, still it will be 40, 1, 40, 87. Yuvraj have scored 2, then still it will be 40. Till 40 it will be 40. But after 40, from 41 to 48, the middle number will be 41 to 48, 41, 42, 43. So the middle number could be from 40 to 48. This could be the M index for Yuvraj. What about Virender? It's 0 to 48. So it's possible that for Virender, the middle number, in this case 00, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05 up to 48. So it will be 0 to 48, right? In case of this, it would be 0 to 48. Now, in case of CAF, middle number, what will be the middle number? So 0 to 27 जब इसका स्कोर होगा CAF का against Australia, then the middle number will be 28. But after that, it will be 28 to 48. 28 to 48 will be the M index. Okay. Current M index is the middle number. That's it. Middle number. Just take the middle number. Take the variation. Yuvraj score once 0. Take 0. For once take 0. See what's the middle number. Then take 1. Then take 2. Then take up to 48. See what will be the middle number in this case. In all these possibility, what will be the middle number? Now, in case of Saurav, what would be the M index? What would be the middle number? What would be the middle number in case of Saurav? Just the middle number. Can we say in case of Saurav, the middle number will be always it will be 55. Why? Doesn't matter what Saurav have scored against Pakistan, it will always be less than 50, and 50 will always come as the middle number. So it's constant, it's 50. And for similar, in Rahul Dravid, doesn't matter what Rahul Dravid scores against Pakistan, 49 will always be the middle number. Means this. Now, let's find out the total runs scored by Yuvraj, minimum to maximum. Okay. What would be the minimum to maximum? 40 and 87. Minimum possible score for Yuvraj is 127. Maximum possible score for Yuvraj is 88 plus 87, 175. Now, in case of Virender, what will be the total score? Minimum it would be 130, maximum 130 plus 96, 226. In case of CAF, what will be the total score? 28 plus 51 plus 0. 28 plus 50, 1 second, 28 plus 51 plus 0, it would be minimum as 79, maximum 127. Okay. Now next, what could be in case of Saurav? Minimum 125, maximum 127. In case of Dravid, 55-49, how much is this? 104, right? 104 to 126. These are the total runs scored by Rahul. Karan, did you read the question? It says very simply, what is the middle index? What is the middle index? M index is the middle number if his scores are arranged in non-increasing order. Non-increasing order. युवराज का स्कोर अगर हम अरेंज करें 40, 87, 40, फिर अगले में 0, फिर 87, इसे अरेंज करो इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में या नॉन इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में. सो फर्स्ट 87, देन 40, देन 0. This is the M index. Now instead of 1, take 1. Instead of 0, take 1. Still it will be 1. Then take 2. Still this will be the middle number. Unless we get 41. Then 41 will be the middle number. Then 42, 43, 43, 44, up to 48 it will be the middle number. Okay. So this is basically all the information that we need. Now you will see that how easily we can solve these questions. Among the players mentioned, who can have the lowest R index from the tournament? Lowest R index. See, what about Yuvraj? You can see in options, we have CAF, we have Rahul and we have Yuvraj. Let's see what about Yuvraj. Yuvraj can have lowest R index as 47. Virender have definitely more than that. CAF could be more than 47. Could be. It says can have lowest. So Yuvraj can still have lowest. CAF R index could, it's possible that it's more than 47. Same for Saurav, same for Rahul. Each one of these players can have more R index, okay, more R index than Yuvraj. So Yuvraj is one of the character, right? 147 for what? अच्छा हाँ ठीक है 50, 125, 1 ठीक है. So Yuvraj can definitely get the minimum R index. Now what about CAF? Let's talk about CAF. In case of CAF lowest R index is 23, and each one of these players can have more than 23 R index, right? So CAF is also a possibility. CAF could also have lowest R index of all these players. Similarly, next for Rahul can have lowest R index as 33, and each of these players can have R index more than 33, right? So it's possible that out of all these 5 players, Rahul will have lowest R index. We cannot say this for certain, but it's a certainty, it's a possibility, right? It says who can have. This can have is really important here. Who can have the lowest R index from the tournament? So CAF can have, Rahul can have, Yuvraj can have. Answer is A. Okay. Now, I hope this question is clear to everyone. Now, in case of second question, how many players among those listed definitely scored less than Yuvraj in the tournament? Definitely, it says definitely, for certainly less than. So what we will do? In case of Yuvraj, Yuvraj lowest score is 127. Yuvraj lowest score is 127. Virender is definitely ahead of Yuvraj. CAF could be scoring equal to Yuvraj. Okay, it's possible that CAF could have scored equal to Yuvraj. Both of them could have scored 127, right? It's a possibility. So Yuvraj is also CAF is also discarded. Saurav is also discarded, because we cannot say certainly that Saurav will score less than Yuvraj, because he can score more than Yuvraj also. What about Rahul? You can see the maximum score of Rahul. The maximum score of Rahul is lower than minimum score of Yuvraj. So doesn't matter how Rahul performs, doesn't matter how Yuvraj perform in this match or this match. Rahul's best performance will be lesser than Yuvraj's worst performance. Okay. So in this case, we can say, in this case, only one player, which is Rahul, will have lower score than Yuvraj, definitely. Okay. Now, all score distinct each game कह रहा है, ये देखो कहाँ दिया हुआ है, no two players score the same number of runs in the same game, not overall. Okay. वैसे भी उसका इससे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. It doesn't say total. Now third, which of the players had the best M index from the tournament? One of the easiest question of this set. Best, Saurav. It's 50. No one can have more than that. So it's Saurav. Very easy question. For how many Indian players is it possible to calculate the exact M index? Once again, exact M index for Saurav and Rahul, 2 players. Satvik, I have already commented on that. Okay. ऋषभ कमेंट कर दिया है मैंने उस पर. एक मैच के स्कोर डिस्टिंक्ट होंगे, सभी कुछ सारे मैच के स्कोर डिस्टिंक्ट होने जरूरी नहीं है. ओके. इन वन मैच ऑल प्लेयर्स विल हैव डिस्टिंक्ट स्कोर्स. ओके. नॉट ऑल द प्लेयर्स, नॉट इन ऑल द मैचेस. Okay, so you can see this is a very good set, and if you make this proper table, then it's very easy to solve it. Otherwise you will have to struggle a lot. This is basically considered one of the difficult set of CAT, but you can see it's not that difficult if you know how to proceed with the set. People usually think that making a table takes lots of time, but it's not like that. You should be focusing on that how to read the data. Okay, will you able to read the data from the triangle? Will you able to find out the R index from the table or find out the M index from the table? No. So don't try to fishing all the way. Okay, try to make the table. Okay, and then solve. Now let's move on to this question, and we are going to try one very interesting set from IMABC module. Okay, just to get you realized. Okay, just to get you realized how to solve this type of question. This question is based on the horse race. Amresh homework set will be discussed in doubt group. Okay, I have already discussed that. Okay, and many students have posted the answers of those questions in the group. Check those. So horse race is basically a very fascinating thing. Okay, we are always interested in this game. It doesn't happen in India, but wherever it happens, this is very interesting game. And this question is based on a little bit of calculation and a little bit of race. So try this question, and for this question I'll give you, let's say, 12 minutes. Okay, we will discuss this at 6:57 p.m. Okay. Okay everyone, so let's discuss this set now. It says Naveen Sethi is the owner of a race course in Bangalore. He has 25 horses which take part in weekly race which happens on Sunday. Gamblers can bet for one of the 25 horses H1 to H25 as the winning horse. Every gambler needs to buy one ticket while placing their bet for one of the 25 horses. So one player, one gambler can bet on one of the horses. The prize money for the right prediction are as follows. Let's say gambler G has placed a bet for H1. If H1 proves to be the fastest horse out of 25 horses, G gets 5 times. So if you correct the winner, if you predict the winner correctly, you are getting 5 times in return. If H1 is second fastest, so if you have bet on H1 on any horse and that horse came second, then you are getting 3 times. For second fastest, it's 3 times, for fastest it's 5 times. Now if you have bet on any horse and he was the third fastest, then you are getting 2 times of the ticket value. Now for any other ranks, G does not get any money. So if your horse is not in top 3, you are not getting your money back. Now Naveen Sethi has only 5 lanes in the race course for the race, and he can have only 5 horses running in the race. 5 horses running in the race at a time out of 25. So at once you can use only 5 horses in 5 lanes, not more than that. For each race, Naveen Sethi needs to pay 800 rupees to each of the participants, horse rider, and 1000 rupees extra to the winning horse rider. For each race, what we can say, for each race, what's the expense? Can we say 800 into 5 horse riders, so 800 into 5 plus 1000 to the winner rider. So it will be 5000 per race. 5000 per race. Now, in one of the Sundays, 100 gamblers came and bet for 25 horses. Following is the number of people who bet for different horses. It means that out of 100 people, 10 gamblers put their money on first horse H1, 9 gamblers put their money on second horse, 8 gamblers put their money on third horse, and so on. So from 6th horse to 25 horse, on each of these horse there were only 3 gamblers who put their money. So if you calculate all these, 25 to 6 to 25 means total 20 horse into 3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. This will give us how much? 16, 32 plus 8, 40. This is 100. So that's how this is 100 gamblers. Okay. Now let's try to solve this question one by one. First, we are going to solve question number 3. Why? It says what is the minimum number of races to be conducted to find the third fastest horse? Minimum number of races. So how do we find minimum number of races? Now it's very much clear that total, if there are 25 horses, so in group of 5 we will have to conduct 5 races, right? From, we can say, first H1 to H5 in one race, H6 to H10 in another race, and similarly in last race it will be H21 to H25, right? So there will be 5 races for this, okay, and there will be 5 winners from these 5 races, right? So we will have to make one more race from all the winners. So let's say H1, H6, H11, H16, H21 were the winners of their particular group. These are the 5. So it's very much clear that out of 5 toppers, H1 is the winner. If H1 is the winner, then H1 is definitely the fastest horse, right? Out of these 5, whoever wins will be the fastest. It's very much clear because H1 is the topper of 5 toppers. So H1 will be the fastest of all. Now we need to find the second horse, second fastest, and the third fastest. Now how do we do that? So let's discard H1. Now which horses do we need to choose? Which horses do we need to choose to calculate which one is the second fastest and which one is the third fastest? See, it's possible that in first race, this is first race, H2, it's possible that H2 is faster than H6, right? It's possible that H2 is faster than H6. If H6 is at second position, then this is the order, okay? This is the order: H1, H6, H11, H16 and H21. In 6th race, 5 races here. This is the 6th race. And in 6th race, this is the order: H1 is at first rank, H6 is at second rank, H11 is at third, H16 is at fourth, and H21 is at fifth. Okay, these are the winner of their respective groups. So H1 is already the winner. What we need to find is second and third, right? Now can we say it's possible that H2 who came second in first race could be faster than H6. So we will have to choose H2. It's also possible that H3, H4, H5, all of them are faster than H6. But we don't need to choose all of them because we are searching for second and third, right? So we will take only 2 horses from here, H2 and H3. We need to take 2 and 3. Now, H6, we will take H6. Now it's also possible that in 6th race, if H11 is third, H7 who was second in second race, H7 who was second in second race could be faster than H11. Is it possible? Tell me. Are you getting this? What I am saying, are you getting this? Is it possible or not that the horse that came second in second race could be faster than the horse who was first in third race? Like, is it possible that 7th horse is faster than 11th horse? Tell me, is it possible that 7th horse is faster than 11th horse? Yes, it's possible, right? So we will have to consider H7 also. Now we know that H6 is faster than H7. Okay, so even if H7 is faster than H11 and H6, H7 both are faster than H2 and H3, these two will be top 2. Okay. Yes, Rishabh, H7, H8, 9 and 10 all can be faster than H11, right? But what we need is second and third horse. Second and third fastest horse. So we need only 2 horses. So we are going to take top 2. So we have taken this top 2. Now third will be H11. We will have to check H11 because it's also possible that H6 is the second fastest, H11 is the third fastest, and these are not better than this. We need to choose only 2. So now these will be our horses for next race, 7th race. and whoever gets second will be second overall, whoever gets third will be third overall. Now take some time, okay, try to grasp it, try to understand this, okay. Harit, no, we cannot say that in sixth race, first, second, third will be the first, second, third. See, I will give you an example. Let's say in race 1, time taken by all of them were, let's say, 50 second, 49 second, 48 second, 46 second, 45 second. And in race 2, it's possible that the H6 took, let's say, 45 second, 44 second, 43 second, 42 second, 41. Still he is going to top. Still he is behind these three, but still he will be on top in race 2, right? It's possible. Now it's possible that this is 49 or 48 also. This is better than this, but it's also possible that sixth horse is behind these 4. That's why we are taking these case total, okay. So sixth race, okay, नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, मैं फिर से क्लियर कर रहा हूं. सिक्स रेस तो क्लियर है ना, 5 + 1 6 रेस तो होंगे ही, ओके. 6 रेस होंगे. सेवेंथ रेस के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? टॉप 2 चाहिए, सेकेंड एंड थर्ड चाहिए, राइट. सेकेंड एंड थर्ड चाहिए. थिंक अबाउट दिस. तो हम यहां से सेकेंड एंड थर्ड तो जरूर लेंगे, H6 जरूर लेंगे, H11 जरूर लेंगे, ये दोनों तो फिक्स है. यहां से टॉप 2 लेंगे ही लेंगे. H1 को हटा दिया, ओके. दीक्षा, इट्स नॉट मेंशन, वी हैव टेकन दिस, ओके. कोई ना कोई तो फर्स्ट कर ही रहा होगा ना हर ग्रुप में. हमने ले लिया ऐसा कि फर्स्ट ग्रुप में H1 कर रहा है, सेकेंड ग्रुप में H6 कर रहा है, थर्ड ग्रुप में H11 कर रहा है. कुछ भी ले सकते हैं. नाउ थिंक अबाउट दिस. Who do you think out of all these horses could still be better than H6? Just think about this. H1 is behind H6. So यहां से आगे कोई भी H1 से बेटर नहीं हो सकता. H16 is behind H6. तो कोई नहीं हो सकता आगे, इधर कोई नहीं हो सकता. H7 onwards, no one can be better than H6, right? Yes. ओके. अमन, ये कैसे एज्यूम कर लिया? अरे कोई ना कोई तो फर्स्ट करेगा ना, नहीं करेगा? H1 से H5 में कोई ना कोई तो फर्स्ट करेगा ना. तुम कुछ भी ले लो, H2 ले लो, H3 ले लो, H4 ले लो, H5 ले लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मैंने H1 ले लिया. थर्ड रेस का विनर H11 है. ओके. ओके मैंने 5 रेस करवाए, इन पांचों ग्रुप में मैंने 5 रेस करवाए। ओके लेट्स से फर्स्ट रेस का विनर H1 है, सेकेंड रेस का विनर H6 है, थर्ड रेस का विनर H11 है, फोर्थ रेस का विनर H16 है, फिफ्थ रेस का विनर H21 है। यू कैन टेक एनी वन फ्रॉम ईच, आई हैव टेकन दिस। ओके सो कैन वी से H6 नाउ नेक्स्ट टाइम जब रेस हुई है, नेक्स्ट टाइम जब इन पांचों में रेस हुई है, सो दे वेयर इन दिस ऑर्डर H1, H6, H11, H16 and H21. Now H1 was the first, H6 was the second, H11 was the third, H16 was the fifth, H21 was the fifth. Okay now अब देखो H1 इज द फास्टेस्ट, ये फर्स्ट हो गया। H6 इज, ऐसे देखो H1 is slower than H6 and all of these are slower than H11. Can we say all of this are slower than H6 and these are also slower than H6. So all of these will be slower than H6. Is this clear now? Okay now think about this. Who could be faster than H6? It won't be H7, H8, H9, H10. The possible horses are these four possible. Okay दीक्षा हमने एज्यूम किया H1, कोई तो हो सकता है ना फर्स्ट। व्हाट्स द केस, H1 ग्रुप 1 में फर्स्ट आया, कोई भी ले लो ना, टेक एनी हॉर्स, ये रैंक वाइज नहीं है, बस नाम दिया है H1 से H25 हॉर्सेस के नाम हैं। वी आर जस्ट, आई एम सेइंग 100 times that we are just assuming, these are not ranks. Okay, so who can still be faster than H6? It could be these four, but what do we need? We need only second and third, right? We need only second and third, so we will choose only these two. We will have to take these two to make sure that no one is leaving out. Okay, no one is leaving out. Now next H6, we will have to take H6. Now think about this, we are talking about third. Okay, we will have to include H11, because he was third in all these 5. But who could be faster than H11? Think about this, who could be faster than H11? H6 could be, it's already there. All of these 4 could be, it's already there, we have taken 2. H7 could still be faster than H11, right? H7 could still be faster than H11 because he is behind H6. Okay, but H6 is better than H11. It's just like 10 is greater than 5, 10 is greater than 5, 6 is lesser than 10, so 6 is greater than 5, right? So this is the case. It's also possible that H7 is behind H11, that's why we are taking it. So we will take H7 also, we will take H11. We are not taking H8 because we have already taken top 2 from this group. Okay, so this will be the 6th race, this will be the 7th race. So total there will be 7 races. Now whoever gets second and third in this one will be overall second fastest and third fastest. Okay, now answer for this question is B, 7. All right, next is, what should be minimum ticket price so that Naveen Sethi does not incur any losses? Okay, so we know that there are 7 races, so let minimum ticket price is equal to X. What will be his income? 100 ticket, 100X, And how much he will have to pay? He will have to pay total 7 races. In each race 5,000 is the expense. Now we will have to assume here as it doesn't say with maximum profit or minimum profit, we will have to assume that he had to give away maximum money possible to the gamblers. What's the worst case scenario? What's the worst that could happen with Naveen Sethi? What is the worst case? That the horse on which maximum people gambled got the first rank. So 10 gamblers gambled on H1. We will have to take worst case that H1 was rank 1. Okay, H1 was rank 1. So 10%, to each of these person he will have to 5 times of the ticket price. Second, 9 gamblers he will have to pay 3 times of their money, and to 8 gamblers he will have to pay 2 times of their money. Now this is everything, right? 100x minus race expenses, and at worst he will have to pay this. Anything below this he will be in profit, and does not incur any loss means this should be equal to 0. Total income and total expenses, okay, should be equal to 0, or does not incur any loss. So basically we can also say that this is greater than equal to 0. So this will be 100x minus this is 50 plus 27 plus 16, 93. So 7x is greater than equal to 35,000. So x is greater than equal to 5,000. This should be the minimum ticket price. X should be greater than equal to 5,000. Okay. Tamanna, there are 100 gamblers, and each one paid X rupees for their ticket. So this is the income, right? Yes, in this 5,000 everything is included. See, for one race expense is 5,000 per race. 7 races it will be, okay. Reserve at worst, it's given that maximum on any horse anyone put money was 10 gamblers, not 100 gamblers. It's given that maximum number of gamblers who put their money on any horse was 10, not 100. Okay. Now, next question. If Naveen Sethi priced his ticket at 4,000 and got 2,21,000 in profit, find which horse was the third fastest in the race. Okay. Subham, because we are paying only 3 horses, we are not paying more than 3 horses. First fastest, second fastest, and third fastest. That's why this is not 3 gamblers, these are 3 horses. So Naveen Sethi priced his tickets at 4,000 INR and got 2,21,000 in profit. Find which horse was the third fastest in the race. Which horse was the third fastest in the race? What we need to do? Once again, we will have to take total investment, which is 100x, and how much he had to return. So first of all, his investment is 35,000 in all the races. This is his investment. Okay. Now, what about which horse was first, which horse was second, which horse was third? We know that whoever wins will get 5x in return. So let's say 5x in return into how many gamblers invested on this. It could be 10 gamblers or 9 gamblers or 8 gamblers or 7 or 6 or 3. So let's say for now that a number of gamblers invested on this. Okay. Now, if we take second, if you talk about that whoever horse was second, B number of gamblers invested on that horse, then Naveen will have to return them. So let's say if there were 8 gamblers who put their money in H3 horse, third horse, and third horse was second, then he will have to return 3x into 8, right? यहाँ पे x क्या है हमारा 4000 है, अभी मैं नहीं लिख रहा हूं, बस इसको हम ऐड करेंगे, x गिवन है, दिस इज x, ओके. So 3x into B. Now whoever was third and number of gamblers who gambled on that horse was C. So this is the total amount that he will have to return, and this should be equal to 2,21,000, right? So now what we can say here is this will be 100x minus, so this is x is equal to 4000, right? So I am replacing everywhere x as 4000. Hundred into 4000, 5 into 4000, 3 into 4000, 2 into 4000. Now can we divide by 4000 on both sides? Okay, so let's say what will happen. We can take 20,000 A plus 12,000 B plus, how much is this, 8,000 C will be equal to, so how much is this, so 4 lakhs, and this will be 256, so 1,44,000. So if you divide by 4000 on both sides, we get 5A plus 3B plus 2C is equal to 36. Now what do we know about ABC? What could be the value of ABC? Can you tell me the value of ABC? Okay, so I was asking what could be the values of ABC. What is ABC actually? ABC is number of gamblers who put their money on a particular horse, right? So what could be the values of ABC? Values of ABC. Can we say values of ABC will be one of these? ABC is nothing but number of gamblers, right? ABC is nothing but number of gamblers. So this could be 10 or 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 3, right? So values of ABC could be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 or 3, right? Is this clear? ABC. Now think about this. We cannot take A is equal to 10. We cannot take 9, we cannot take 8, we cannot take 7. Even if you take 7, it will be 35, then 3B plus 2C will be 36, which is not possible. If you take A is equal to 6, what will happen? 3B plus 2C will be equal to, this is 30, so this will be 6. Once again, either you will have to take 0 3 or 2 0. One of them is 0, which is not possible. So what's the options? What are the options that we are left with? We will have to take a is equal to 3. If you take a is equal to 3, then it will be 3b plus 2c is equal to 21, right? What could be b and c? bc, what could be b and c? Think. So if you know the integral solution, how to find integral solution in linear equation, it will be, we can take 7 0, but 0 is not possible. Now we will decrease the value of 7 by the coefficient of c, and we will increase 0 by the coefficient of b. So next solution will be 5 and 3. Then next will be 5 minus 2, 3 and 6. Now tell me, 5 and 3 is possible or not? Values of b and c, 5 and 3 possible or not? We got two solution. 5 and 3 possible or not? No, 5 and 3 is not possible, because what is b and c? B and C are basically number of gamblers who put their money on a particular horse. Do we see 5 here? No, we don't see. So this is not true. Can we say that number of person who put their money on on the horse who was fastest were 3. Number of person who put their money on the horse who was second fastest was also 3. So it will be horse number 6 to horse number 25. Now number of people who put their money on the horse which was third is equal to 6, which is fixed in this case. Means H5 was third, right? Can we say H5 was third? Okay. H5 will be the horse who was third. Okay. Okay. Last question of this set. It says Naveen Sethi himself bought one ticket for H1. है ना? So what should be the approximate minimum ticket price so that he does not incur any loss? Once again it says minimum ticket price so that he does not incur any loss. What do we need to do? We need to assume that he gave away maximum amount after the race, right? He gave away maximum amount possible to the gamblers. Anything better than that, he will be in profit, right? Once again, we will have to take that number of gamblers who put their money on horse which was fastest was maximum, which is 10. It's possible, right? ऐसा possible है ना कि जो फर्स्ट आया उस पर सबसे ज़्यादा लोगों ने पैसे लगाए, जो सेकंड आया उस पर सेकंड नंबर ऑफ सबसे ज़्यादा लोगों ने पैसे लगाए, यानी कि जो फर्स्ट आया उस पर 10 लोगों ने पैसे लगाए तो उससे उसका 5 गुना वापस करना पड़ेगा। जो सेकंड आया उस पर 9 लोगों ने पैसे लगाए, जो थर्ड आया उस पर 8 लोगों ने पैसे लगाए। दिस इज द वर्स्ट केस फॉर नवीन सेठी। एनीथिंग बेटर देन दैट एंड ही विल बी इन प्रॉफिट। तो अगर यहां पे हमने लॉस इक्वल कर दिया, लॉस 0 कर दिया, एनीथिंग बेटर देन दैट ही विल बी इन प्रॉफिट। सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, वंस अगेन वी आर गोइंग टू कंपेयर his total income and total expenditure, that these two should be equal or their differences should be 0. But Naveen Sethi himself bought one ticket, right? खुद भी वो लग गया, so फिर से वही चीज हो गई। 100x is his income minus 35,000 he will have to pay for all the races, then 10x 10 इंटू 5x, मैक्सिमम 10 लोग हो सकते हैं जिसे उसे 5 गुने रिटर्न करने पड़ेंगे। मैक्सिमम 9 हो सकते हैं जो जहां उसे 3 गुना रिटर्न करना पड़ सकता है। शुभम, से दिस, आई इग्नोर्ड योर कमेंट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस, बिकॉज दिस क्वेश्चन वाज अवेटिंग। मैक्सिमम 8 लोग हो सकते हैं जहां पे उसे 2x देना पड़ सकता है। दिस इज द वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो फॉर नवीन सेठी। इफ ही इज नॉट हैविंग एनी लॉस हियर, then he will be profitable everywhere. But apart from this, there is only one more thing. He himself bought one ticket. That means what could be the case? He himself bought one ticket, okay, so that he does not incur any loss, right? करेक्ट। सो क्या करेंगे, और इसमें हम x को इसमें जोड़ दे सकते हैं ना। ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि वो प्रॉफिट ना बनाया हो, है ना। क्या करेंगे हम, एक बार बताओ, इसके लॉस मिनिमम टिकट प्राइस, सो दैट ही डज नॉट इनकर एनी लॉस। इन दिस केस what could be possible with his ticket? What could be possible on his ticket? What could be the worst case scenario? He is getting 5x return or he is getting nothing in return. What will be the case? He is getting 5x in return or he is getting nothing in return. Tell me about it. संजित, why 4x net? Why 4x net? देखो, यहां पे सिंपल लॉजिक तो ये बनता है कि अगर हम उसका वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो ले रहे हैं तो हमें ये लेना होगा कि उसके हॉर्स जो हैं वो लॉस पे रहा है ना, और उसके पैसे रिटर्न नहीं आए। लेकिन सोच के देखो, क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है कि he bought the ticket for H1 and we have taken that H1 is the winner, right? In worst case scenario, we have taken that H1 is the winner, right? It means even in worst case scenario, what will happen? He will get 5x return when his investment was X. So this will be his profit on his ticket. We have already taken that H1 is the winner. That's why we are returning his money. Returning 10 gamblers money. We are returning 10 gamblers 5x money. Why? Because we have taken that H1 is the winner. And Naveen has invested on H1. He will also get 5x return, right? So 5x minus x. Now this is equal to 0, right? This should be equal to 0 now. Okay. So what will happen? How much is this? पहले कितना आया था 93, और 4 और ऐड कर दो 7x प्लस ये आ जाएगा 11x इज इक्वल टू 35,000, और x इज इक्वल टू 35,000 अपॉन 11. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so guys, this was the sets about. You can see these are not easy questions. So if you have not understood properly, I tried my best, okay, so that you can understand it. Okay, it cannot be easier than that. Okay, I have simplified as much as possible. Okay, so even if you have doubts, you can watch this video again. It will be record it there, okay, and you can go on your own pace and try to understand what's happening, okay. All right, so that's it for today, okay. Shubham, we have taken that H1 is the winner in worst case scenario, okay. We have to assume that Naveen have to return maximum number of people, okay. Aman, this is not any year set, this is IIM ABC LRDI set, okay. IIM ABC product iQuanta, okay, which gives you CAT and CAT plus difficulty level set, okay, so you can have better preparation, okay. But definitely we have solved the first set which was CAT previous year, and we have solved this set, and you can compare these two set and you can compare the difficulty level, okay. So that's it for today, guys, okay. I hope you enjoyed this, okay. Let me know your feedback, how much did you like these two sets and how much you liked my way of solving this, okay. So thank you, good night.